Good morning, Munising. Casey Ford live inside Gallery Coffee Company for Coffee with Casey inside the Jamadots studios. Casey Ford here. I'm super happy to be here today because we get to talk about good things that are happening in and around Alger County. Dick Bowerman will be joining us right here on Coffee with Casey in about 10 minutes from the Alger Regional Community Foundation. And we're going to talk about good things happening in and around Alger County, not just Munising, but also, towards Trinary and Superior Central, Grand Marais. We're going to talk about that right here this morning on Coffee with Casey. We're going to talk to Christina Bowers as well. She's from Pathways, and talk a little bit about depression. And it's not a bad thing. I think it's important to talk about, especially in and around the holiday seasons, because right now everybody starts getting to the high and having people around and talking to their kids and seeing a lot of people that you're familiar with. But we're also going to talk about post holidays and kind of the dark days as well. Once Christmas is done and, we get January, and how January can be kind of be gloom and doom, and how you can go and get help if you're seeking help from Pathway. So Christina Bowers is going to join us right here on Coffee with Casey, second half of the show. So it's going to be a fun show today. It's going to be informative show today, and I'm happy to be here inside Gallery Coffee Company in the Jamadot studio. Some cool things that we got to do. Speaking of good things in Alger County, we were talking with the MHSAA the last couple of days, and I was super proud of what we were able to do with the NFHS and Rome Media and covering the regional finals yesterday in Crystal Falls. Bryce Burge did a fantastic job on that call. It was also on AM 1400, 97.7 WQXO, and our WQXO internet stream. So there are plenty of ways you could watch it, from the video to the audio and the internet stream. And I'd like to thank Bryce for a great job. The graphics look fantastic. Unfortunately, Superior Central came up a little bit short in the regional final against Ironwood, but outside that first set, they were close games, losing 25-23, 25-20. That first set kind of got away from them a little bit with Superior Central. So super proud of how far the Superior Central Cougar girls volleyball team went. Basketball is underway. That's the downside of Superior Central now. They go right from volleyball, and I believe on Monday they start basketball to get prepared and get into basketball shape. So quite a turnaround for the volleyball players at Superior Central. We had Matt Matson on for a couple of sports updates earlier this week. Munising started on Monday as girls basketball. The first official game is November 30th, and we'll have Superior Central versus Munising. I want to say that's December 3rd, assuming schedules don't change from the volleyball run for Superior Central. So lots going on in and around the area. I know a lot of people don't want to even talk about basketball right now because we're a couple of weeks away from that, because we still have Thanksgiving to get to. And what I like to call the feast for the fat kid that's taking place on that Thursday. And, the Lions, who knows? It's a Thanksgiving tradition where they normally play above their competition on those Thanksgiving days. But man, something about the Lions and, the taste of tears on Thanksgiving, and turkey and cranberry sauce and stuffing. So yeah, we got a couple of weeks to go, but yeah, we're going to have girls basketball and boys basketball on these airwaves in literally 2 weeks on AM 1400, 97.7 WQXO. In front of me, you see the Rapid River knife boxes from Hillside Party Store. We're going to be giving away a couple of knives this morning in time for deer camp. And I know our first guest with Dick Bowerman, he's going to be going to deer camp pretty soon. And right now the sun is out. I expect that to change throughout the weekend. I know they're talking about a little bit of snow. Hopefully it's good tracking snow for all your deer hunters going into Monday. But final preparations for hunting camp and getting prepared for hunting camp take place. If you're looking for any kind of bait, please go to Hillside Party Store and get the carrots or the apples or the seed. We got plenty of it at Hillside East and Hillside West, but we are going to give away a couple of knives from Rapid River Knife Work. We're going to give one for Hillside East and Hillside West. So if you registered at either location, you possibly could be getting a knife this morning. I do want to say a couple of happy birthdays, by the way. Speaking of Hillside East, I would really enjoy it. Actually, I would thoroughly enjoy it. Michelle Herman, manager, Hillside East, celebrating a birthday today. So if you want to go poke fun, Michelle, getting a little older, running Hillside East, maybe give her the happy birthday to you. Don't jump out of a cake. Don't do anything like that. Don't want to give her a heart attack, but go harass Michelle Herman today up at Hillside East because it is her birthday. So happy birthday, Michelle Herman up at Hillside East. I believe she's there till 2, maybe 3 o'clock today. So you have some time on this Friday to go harass Michelle Herman at Hillside East. I'm going to keep saying this until people actually go do it. Also, Bobby Ayatt celebrating a birthday today. She is 1 day older and recovering from ACL surgery, and a big part of AC3 and LMAS, and they have that rapid test going on today until 11 o'clock. So on this Friday, if you're listening on this Friday, you have about another 53 minutes to get to LMAS and go get a test if you think you may, or if you're feeling sick or you may have COVID, things like that. So you do have that today. The last one for that will be next Friday, as they're doing 3 consecutive Fridays of testing at LMAS in the basement area. So we're going to get to this right now. We are going to do the Hillside East giveaway because it's Michelle's birthday. She should go first. And once again, if you want to go and badger Michelle, please do it. She's at Hillside East until 2 o'clock. Hang on. There we go. We're going to mix these up a little bit. Our winner from Hillside East, Rhonda Sardini. Rhonda Sardini is the winner. I'll actually put this in the comments so people can see. I know a lot of Sardinis in the Ishpeming area. I don't know if she's related or not, but Rhonda Sardini, Hillside. Oh, see, Bryce already beat me to it. That's what a good director does. Beat me to it. So Rhonda Sardini wins a knife from the Hillside East location. So we'll get in contact with her. Maybe we can do it during the commercial break. But Rhonda Sardini, Bryce, I don't know if you can put it at my lap. Oh, we can't do it. I was going to say use my laptop computer, but that's where we're at right there. Rhonda Sardini, congratulations, you win. We'll do another Rapid River Knives giveaway at the end of the show. Bryce, they're saying there's no sound on the radio. So we are on Facebook. All right. So, Bill, we will take care of that. Okay. So thanks, Bill, for getting a hold of us, and we'll put it up on the radio here in just a minute. But this is Coffee with Casey, AM 1400, 97.7 WQXO from the Jamadot Studios inside Gallery Coffee Company. You kind of see it right here, but I will move this. We are taking TV6 Canathon donations as well. This has gotten so big, we actually had to bring in another table behind us, as you see over here. We are doing extremely well for the TV6 Canathon in Alger County. Now, bring your cans to Gallery Coffee Company Tuesday through Saturday between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. We are taking non-perishable food items. We do have some juice back there. I saw some instant mashed potatoes. We got the canned green beans. I saw some cranberry sauce back there. We got ketchup, ramen noodles, a ton of stovetop stuffing. different flavors. That's super important. Different flavors of the stovetop stuffing. So super pumped that we've been able to collect so much stuff here for the TV6 Canathon, and obviously ketchup mustard is on there. Gravy's on there as well. So we've got the chunky soup and rice-a-roni. Please bring your canned goods. You can leave them on our desk. We'll set them up on stage, and we'll put the TV6 goods up here. I do want to say good morning to Kathy Rep, watching from Manistee this morning, Indian Lake. So good morning to Kathy watching this morning. David watching down from Central Indiana. Thank you as always for watching Coffee with Casey right here on AM 1400, 97.7 WQXO. If you want to leave a comment, we'll try to put them up on the screen this morning so you can get recognized for watching Coffee with Casey right here on AM 1400, 97.7 WQXO. Also on YouTube, our Rome Media Facebook page, SoundCloud, Spotify, and at WQXO.com. This portion of Coffee with Casey brought to you in part by Ashley Home Stores in Marquette and Escanaba. Black Friday, 12 days of deals are happening now at Ashley Home Store in Marquette and Escanaba. For 12 days only, enjoy amazing deals each day throughout the store or get 0% interest for up to 6 years. Plus, Ashley Home Store has over 300 mattresses in stock, ready for immediate delivery. Local, family-owned Ashley Home Store in Marquette and Escanaba. This is home. We're going to take this quick time out. When we come back, we're going to talk to Dick Bowerman from the Alger Regional Community Foundation. You're watching and listening to Coffee with Casey on AM 1400, 97.7 WQXO, Munising.
Alger County Communities That Care is a local organization that offers preventative programming addressing teen pregnancy, violence, delinquency, school dropout, substance abuse, depression, and suicide. We are looking for members in our community to help with many of these programs and fundraisers we offer. If you would like to get involved, please contact us at algerctc.org. Alger County United and Thriving, promoting a safe, healthy, and prosperous environment for all youth and adults.
Hutphin's Health Mart welcomes you. Your hometown pharmacy is always here for you. Customer service comes first in all we do. You're gonna find that we love serving you at Hutphin's Health Mart. Service is still our best medicine.
Hutphin Health Mart has been a trusted source to handle your prescriptions for over 80 years. They're always ready to help in a personal way with their experienced and well-trained pharmacy staff. Family-owned and operated. Just people serving people. 119 Elm Avenue in beautiful downtown Munising, with convenient parking at the front or rear entrance.
At Hutphin's Health Mart, service is still our best medicine.
Fall is here, and that means temperatures are dropping. Is your propane tank ready for winter this year? Call Superior Land Gas, because they've been trusted for over 100 years, and this is what they do. Superior Land Gas provides propane for appliances, from your outdoor grill to a 1,000-gallon commercial tank. They have the resources and training for heating your home or office. Call Superior Land Gas in Wetmore to switch or get filled up today at 387-4660.
Black Friday's 12 days of deals are happening now at Ashley Home Store. For 12 days only, enjoy amazing deals each day throughout the store and online. Or get 0% interest for 72 months with no minimum purchase on today's best furniture styles. Happening now, only at America's #1 furniture and mattress store. Hurry in or visit ashleyhomestore.com to shop and save today. Ashley Home Store. This is home. Online availability may vary. Some exclusions apply. See store or ashleyhomestore.com for details.
See, this is the problem that we have, because we have so many good conversations while we're in commercials. Bryce actually has to clap at me to be like, hey, by the way, you're on. But that's why the mics are always turned down. But Dick Bowerman joins us here on Coffee with Casey, AM 1400, 97.7 WQXO from the Alger Regional Community Foundation. And what we were talking about is hunting. And by the way, his wife pulled a fast one on me this morning because your brother was down here. I know David was down here as well. They're like, oh, you got to call him because he's going to be out at hunting camp, or he goes on his own clock. And I was like, I understand. It's like kid in a candy store just waiting for the sunlight to open this weekend, and obviously on Monday with rifle season, because it's hunting season.
Right.
So happy holidays.
Thank you. Yeah.
I'm assuming you're going out this weekend and getting things ready with bait and camp and things like that. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. I guess, is your camp within Alger County? You don't have to tell me where it is, where you're going, but is it within Alger County?
It's in Alger County.
Okay, that's good. Have you seen a lot on your cameras?
I just put them out.
See, you're one of those unique guys, because a lot of people that do the hunting and get prepared and everything, like I've been getting sent pictures for weeks of 6 points, 8 points. There's a 10-point on there, and there's like, oh, on the 15th they're not going to be around. I'm like, of course, they have it circled on their calendar. They know when daylight savings time is. They know when what the calendar says November 15th. I guess, how has the hunting been for you as we go into this the last couple of years?
Last year wasn't so good, but
Okay.
we've always had great success at my camp.
Okay.
We've done really well there.
Okay.
Well, I have a friend out there. You were talking about baiting.
Yeah.
He's been baiting since September 1st. And he's got nice bucks in there, but what's going to happen? Who knows?
Yeah. Well, and obviously crossbow season's been out there and a couple other things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're allowed to been doing that a little bit. So just the rifle season starts on Monday and at sunrise. And I want to say sunrise, what about 7:06? Right around there?
I think you're right.
Yeah, right around there.
Close.
But who's counting?
Yeah.
Kidding candy stores.
I think you have 30 minutes prior too, don't you?
I was always told it was at dusk or at sunrise. So
I don't know.
it's to everyone's own interpretation of that rule. Dick Bowerman joins us here on Coffee with Casey, AM 1400, 97.7 WQXO. April Herman says, good morning, Casey from Texas. I do know there are a few snowbirds that are out there, and you probably know them, or maybe you don't, but Bob Gamlin has left our area.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
and he said, I ain't going to return until June.
Right.
So
right. That's Bobby.
Yeah. And Dean Halifax watching from Central Florida. Good morning to Dean
good morning,
Halifax. Okay. We have you on to talk about the Alger Regional Community Foundation.
Yes.
And we could probably talk hunting for a while, but that's not why you're on. I guess, long story short, what is the Alger Regional Community Foundation?
Yeah, I appreciate the question, and I appreciate the opportunity to come on and talk about the Alger Regional Community Foundation.
And I do know a lot of people that are on this. I saw the photos, like, I know her, I know her, I know her. Anyway, go ahead.
Sure. We've been involved since 1992. We started in the Rotary Club of Munising. We started a foundation back then in 1992. We started with a $25 donation. That's how it all started. And I'm really proud to say today that let me see, I got it right here, in excess of, we have $4.3 million in funds right now through the ARCF.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we have $3,972,000 in endowed funds, and we have $335,945 in unendowed funds that are directed by families or people or organizations to contribute to whatever their requests and needs were. But we fund it. We pool all the funds so that they grow, substantially to help people with their planning of giving.
And you are a 501(c)(3).
We are a 501(c)(3). We are a community foundation. We went through a lot of work to get there. My wife, Mary, worked really, really hard to put this thing together. Several years ago when we started, we found out we couldn't stay as a community foundation, as a Rotary Club. We worked really hard to develop it, and Mary worked for, I'd say, 5 years to put us together. And we call ourselves the ARCF, and so the tag that we have is that for good, forever. So.
And one of the things I like about this, you guys just aren't Munising. You're Alger County.
We're Alger County.
Doesn't matter, Grand Marais, Superior Central, Munising, and you guys really help out the kids in the area.
Not just kids. There's other grants and things that go out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about that too, but I like the scholarship foundation that you guys, you have a student scholarship, Superior Central, Munising,
Grand Marais.
Grand Marais. Yeah, and I think that's absolutely fantastic.
Munising Baptist School.
Yep.
Our trained schools, we try to stay involved in the whole community.
You guys are Alger County.
We
When
are
I
Alger
like
Co-
to say we are Alger County radio station, it's much more than just Munising athletics. That's why I was super happy that we were allowed to do Superior Central yesterday for the regional final, because we like going out there. I like, going to the Chatham pub and getting some of the food that's out there, the snack bar. I know Bryce was out there and he was a official out there for a while and doing some of that stuff. So we love going out to that area. We got to do the homecoming parade and what do you call it? The fairgrounds.
Okay.
The fair parade, but also homecoming same weekend. So we like being out in that area. That's why I was just like, yes, let's get them on. Let's talk about Grand Marais. Let's talk about Autrain, Superior Central, because I think it's important to be all parts of Alger County, not just Munising. And that's what you guys do. And the Scholarship Foundation and helping the kids, because I don't know if you know this or not, and I blindly found this yesterday when I was on Google. You can Google like Munising Public Schools or Superior Central Public Schools, and it says, oh, this percent is underdeveloped or underprivileged area of Michigan. And you're like, holy cow, I didn't realize that. So it's like Munising was like 393rd school in the state of Michigan.
Oh, really?
I did not know that. And that's what the facts are that they provide me with per Google. So
Sure.
anyways.
When I'm talking about Alger County, we are, in fact, this maybe somebody in Grand Marais will hear me today. We're still trying to find a board member from that area. We had a board member for a while, and it got to be difficult for her to stay on. But we do need a board member from the Grand Marais area. We've got board members representing all of the townships in the community. Grand Marais, we're lacking in a board member right now.
If you want to be a board member, how often do you guys meet? Once
Only
a month?
quarterly.
Okay.
No, we meet quarterly. We meet early in the morning. Our annual meeting's usually at 6:00 in the evening in January, but we normally meet, quarterly at 7:00 in the morning, because not most of them, but several of the board members are teachers.
Yep.
And we're trying to get those meetings completed before. The Jolene Heatherton, she's marvelous. She just does a great job.
She was my daughter's teacher back in the day, and then my son had her as the off teacher because Mandy Cole was his main teacher. But then Jolene was the one that he went to go see for a couple hours a day. And she loves the radio station. I love that she listens to the radio station so often as well. But she does a great job with Munising and Mather Elementary School.
Yeah, I think the radio station is going to be really key to foundation right now. Of course, with the lack of any other communications, we don't have much.
Right.
Recently we had a donor give us like a $5,000 donation, and I keep waiting and trying to find out where that donation was recognized. It's hard to find those people.
Right.
It was the and there's been lots of donations. I'm not trying to just set one aside, because there's hundreds of thousands of dollars here we're talking about. We just recently received a $5,000 donation from the Van Lanschot Fisheries for a foundation endowment into education. So, it's those kinds of things. No, actually, his endowment was for the administration.
Okay.
Which was wonderful. That was part of why I'm here today, is to plea for our annual drive to raise funds for the administration of the foundation. We have a budget of about, close to $10,000 a year that we have to use to keep the thing operating the way we want to do it and successfully. So we do have an endowed fund for the foundation, which is, I think, like $86,000 we have in that fund right now, but we're not using it. We used it earlier in the onset, but now we've been able to generate through contributions and charity of people to keep our operations going without having to get into that endowed fund. So,
and I do want to talk about grants a little bit as Dick Bowerman joins us right here on Coffee with Casey from the Gallery Coffee Studios and Jamadot Studios. Grants are a huge part of what you guys do. Talk about the grants, and I guess talk about grant writing and how difficult it is to get grants.
Well, I don't think it's difficult to get them. It's a matter of knowing when they are available. But again, we're lacking the communications to the people. A lot of the grants are written in the schools, which makes it really good. There are grants out there, for example, the beautification of Munising. There's a nice large fund that was put together for the memory of Richard Nebel, and those funds are used along with the Downtown Development Authority and those people that put this all together for the beautification of Munising. They know how to write the grants. They know how to request the grants. But a lot of the grants are written through the Parks and Recreation. A lot of the grants are written through Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. I've got some people who, as an example, the Alger Community Food Pantry. We've granted them, the Alger County Vets, City of Munising for the beautification, as I spoke of, Delta Regional Child Advocacy Center, Eastern UP Opioid Response Consortium, Girl Scouts, Great Lakes Recovery Center, Hiawatha Campgrounds. There are several. But they know how and they're familiar with them. But to tell them how to write a grant and what the grants are for, it's hard.
Right.
It's hard to tell them if we don't have communications when the grants are available. So, but scholarships is primarily, that's a major part of what the foundation does right now.
Dick Bowerman joins us right here at Coffee with Casey, AM 1400, 97.7 WQXO. And you talk about raising funds and fundraiser, things like that. How would someone go and give you guys a donation?
Well, fortunately, right now we have a nice web page with the Alger. It's the Alger CF Community Foundation, Alger CF at yahoo.com. That's one of the ways. That's our website. Contact board members.
Well,
helps.
I see. Well, when I looked at the photo, like Ron Lasso is on there. In the photo, I see Carol Horn that's in the photo.
Those people have received grants.
Correct. And I saw I believe the robotics team got a grant.
Yes.
Robotics is huge.
Yes.
And I'm a full supporter of robotics and just the mentality, because I can't get my mind wrapped around like these 12 to 15-year-old, 16-year-old kids that can make a machine that picks up like things or Legos. And I used to cover robotics competitions, and they're fascinating. And those kids, I was like, man, I'm going to be working for them because they're so much smarter than what I am at this point.
Yeah.
It's technology.
I have a granddaughter right now that's involved in it. I'm having a blast watching her develop and do this. And it's been a great program. Yeah. I just got a note from Mary reminding me and telling me that the applications are available on the website.
Okay.
So
the website is algercf.com.
Yes. No, it's algercf at yahoo.
That's the email address.
Oh, yeah. Okay. No, yeah, you're right. You're right. The website is algercf.com.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
No, it's 100% okay. I just want to make sure. But
right. Thank you.
Yes. But yeah, I mean, you guys do such great work when it comes to the giving and the grants and the scholarships. And I guess.
Well, let me
go ahead.
Just talk about one thing here. In the last 10 years, the foundation has granted or scholarshiped $1.3 million to Alger County. That's phenomenal money.
Honestly, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. It's beautiful. Like it honestly, I don't know the correct. It's awesome that you guys are able to do this, because obviously the area, it needs it. It needs people like you. It needs grants to help people out. It needs the scholarships all throughout Alger County. What you guys do is honestly, it's amazing. And if you have, it doesn't matter, $30, $1,000, $5,000. If you have extra means, please help out the Regional Community Foundation.
Yeah, thank you. I remember when we started one of our campaigns that we had a young couple that they didn't have a lot, but they pledged and gave $30 a month, to the foundation to get this thing processed and started. And it was wonderful. I mean, that was like the biblical lady of giving to her 2 cents, It's just amazing the people that will give and what they do.
And so it started on what, $25?
It started with $25 in 1992. That was a contribution put into the bank to open the account to start it. Yeah.
That's
And
amazing.
the Rotary Club was extremely involved. And I'm proud to be a Rotarian. I'm proud to be part of that. We raised in excess of $100,000 to match with the Kellogg Foundation so that we could get started. And we got a match of 100% grant. In fact, that might have been more that we got from the Kellogg Foundation. So when we started that, we started to grow exponentially. It was quick. It was amazing how fast we grew, and to be where we are today, it's 1992 with $25 to be at $3.9 million. That's amazing.
That's absolutely stunning. Obviously, I know you. Are you a golfer? Because I know you guys have the golf.
Well, that's another thing I'd like to actually bring up, if
Absolutely.
I could.
Please.
We had a actively involved golf tournament that we used to have, and it was great. We had super success with it. We would take half the fund proceeds and put it into the operations of the foundation, and the other half would go to a youth memorial fund that we had, and we've grown that to over $140,000. That youth memorial fund. But all of a sudden, I don't know what happened. We just couldn't get golfers anymore. It was really sad to have that happen, because it's such an important part of the community. And I don't mind. We stressed it as much as we could, Casey, to get people to understand the value of what we were doing.
This isn't against the community foundation. It's just a general observation. I think back around 20 years ago, nobody really did golf tournaments. Now everyone does golf tournaments. I feel like it may have lost its luster where, I'm playing on this one on Tuesday. I can't possibly go play one on Thursday, or I'm playing in this one on Saturday. I can't get away on a Wednesday. And I think because there's so many golf tournaments, people have to pick and choose which ones they do now.
And I agree with you, Casey. That's what happened. And I think the excitement of the people who generate the new, who do the new tournaments, they're so excited and they work so hard and they have so many people involved in doing it, that it takes away from the other tournaments, and they're all important.
Oh, they absolutely
So
are.
we have to come up with another fundraiser to take care of the Youth Memorial Fund and to help the operations. But this is what we've had to do. We've had to resort to hopefully get a good campaign going at the end of the year, ask people to make contributions to the foundation for the operations. And, our goal is $10,000. We hopefully get there. We have a lot of...
Hopefully you exceed it.
Oh, I'd love to exceed it. Yeah. I'd love to exceed it. We have a lot of outside of Alger County people, outside of Munising people who have their heart here, who make large contributions to this foundation year after year after year. So, I don't know if we can, although I just got a text from Steve Peppers that he's in Florida, and he said, thanks, we're doing okay here. So
that's good. I see the people that are watching right now and the likes and the loves and the comments. So we appreciate everyone that watches and listens to us on Coffee with Casey weekly right here on AM 1400, 97.7 WQXO. I know we're running short on time. I do have to get to Christina Bowers here in just a minute. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about before we get you out of here?
I just want you to know, or want them to know, that we've partnered with professionals, people, and who have funded the money. Just a quick note about how the monies are distributed. There's a formula used every year for the distribution. We try to give 4% of the growth every year to whatever endowment there is. That's what we try to do. We could grow at 7%, we could grow at 3%, we could grow at 9%, whatever. We try to keep it at 4%. So there's a lot of money, and it's managed by a capital fund, which is really a good fund. It's a capital trust. It's really doing good for the foundation. We fund our money with the CFUP. It's called the Community Foundations of the Upper Peninsula. There's $13-14 million involved in that whole foundation, and we're part of that foundation, they all come together. So that's I'm looking at my notes to see if there was anything else that I wanted to say. No, No, I think you helped me a lot. I appreciate the opportunity to be here, Casey.
Absolutely. And there are wonderful people inside Alger County.
Oh, I know it.
And one of them, Miss Kelto.
Thank you.
I also really enjoy Bill Valama at Superior Central.
Oh, yeah.
We talk on a daily basis, and it's sometimes about Michigan football. Sometimes it's about, scheduling of school athletics. Sometimes it's, the return to learn when he came on here with Pete Kelto to come on here and talk about how we were returning last year to school and how we returned safely, things like that. So I think there are some absolutely fantastic people that have great hearts inside Alger County. And I think this is a great way to help Alger County with the Alger Regional Community Foundation. So the one thing I would like to see if you guys could do or not, and this involves your son, maybe we can do some kind of fundraiser about if we raise this much money, Ricky will shave his beard off.
He already did.
Well, no. He still has a beard, but it was.
Well, he's just growing it back.
Yeah, I know he is, but I don't think I've ever seen him clean shaven. Does he get that? I mean,
I don't know where it comes from. I don't know where it comes from.
It's fantastic, by the way, and I thought he should have kept it. He could have played Santa Claus.
I thought we could have done some sort of a fundraiser to get shave it off too.
But no, I love everything that you guys do, and obviously, my admiration for your family and what you guys provide for the city of Munising and Alger County. So we're going to take this.
Can I make one more note?
Absolutely.
Mary just noted to me, and I want to make sure that we know. Mail your contributions. You can mail your contributions to the ARCF or Alger Regional Community Foundation, Post Office Box 39, Post Office Box 39, Munising.
Okay.
So the contributions could be mailed there.
Sounds good. Dick Bowerman joins us right here on Coffee with Casey inside the Jamadot Studios on AM 1400, 97.7 WQXO. We're going to take this quick time out, come back, talk to Christina Bowers right after this from Pathways. You're watching and listening to Coffee with Casey, AM 1400, 97.7 WQXO, Munising.
LMAS in Alger County will have 3 Alger drive-up COVID PCR tests the next 3 Fridays from 8 a.m. until 11 a.m. This will be held at the LMAS Alger County basement on E9526 Prospect Street in Wetmore. No appointment is required. Call 906-387-2297 for more information or visit the LMAS Facebook page. The first PCR test will be this Friday, November 5th from 8 a.m. until 11.
Tracy's Restaurant is reimagined for the season. Come experience some Japanese flair, ramen bowls for $15, corned beef egg rolls for $4.50, handcrafted sushi, and hot sake, plus a pound of chicken wings with chef-crafted sauces for just $10. Don't worry, our staples are still there. The cheese curds, the Brussels sprouts, and that steak you love. Call 387-8000 for reservations. Tracy's at Roman in Munising.
Need breakfast in a pinch? A sweet treat to help you continue through the day? What about a technically correct way to tell others you're eating your vegetables? Whatever your reason, Gallery Coffee's new selection of pastries are now available. Enjoy muffins, eclairs, fritters, and even zucchini bread, all pairing well with your favorite hot coffee or iced drink. Check out your new selection of pastries now at Gallery Coffee Company, located on the corner of Elm and Superior in downtown Munising.
Hey, did you get the new chicken Uber pasty from Miner's Pasties yet?
No, I didn't. Does it have the taters?
Yep.
Does it have the rutabaga?
Of course.
Does it have the onions and the carrots?
Yep, those two. It's a true Uber pasty from Miner's with all the right fillings and that perfect flaky crust.
That sounds great. How do I get one?
The same as always, down at Miner's Pasties, open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at 201 West Munising Avenue in Munising.
This is the Ashley Home Store in Marquette and Escanaba Munising Minute, powered by Rome Media. Political leanings have greatly impacted coverage of due process by the United States federal government regarding the Enbridge Line 5 pipeline in the Straits of Mackinac. According to Deputy Press Secretary for the White House, Karine Jean-Pierre, on Monday, the federal government is working with the Army Corps of Engineers for an environmental impact study. There is no timeline for this to be completed. On Tuesday, Jean-Pierre clarified that the study cannot be used as an indicator that the U.S. government would shut down Line 5. However, both environmental activists and Line 5 supporters are taking those words and twisting them to fit a narrative. Big Bay Dinock School District has closed for today due to an emergency septic situation. It is unclear whether or not that was caused in part by the rolling power outages last night across the Upper Peninsula, but they are the only school district to close at this time. Thousands were without power at some point throughout the night. However, most of the power has been restored by this time. The Munising Minute is brought to you by Ashley Home Store in Marquette and Escanaba, where the Black Friday's 12 days of deals are happening now. For 12 days only, enjoy amazing deals each day throughout the store, or get 0% interest for up to 6 years. Plus, Ashley Home Store has over 300 mattresses in stock, ready for immediate delivery. Local, family-owned Ashley Home Store in Marquette and Escanaba. This is home. For Rome Media, I'm Bryce Burge.
Black Friday's 12 days of deals are happening now at Ashley Home Store. For 12 days only, enjoy amazing deals each day throughout the store and online. Or get 0% interest for 72 months with no minimum purchase on today's best furniture styles. Happening now, only at America's #1 furniture and mattress store. Hurry in or visit AshleyHomestore.com to shop and save today. Ashley Home Store. This is home. Online availability may vary. Some exclusions apply. See store or AshleyHomestore.com for details.
Back on Coffee with Casey, AM 1400, 87.7 WQXO. Mary says, thanks, Casey. Help spread the good word. You're welcome. It's Mary Bowerman joining us right here on Coffee with Casey on the comments. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free. Go to the Rome Media Facebook page. We do this live on that. We also do it on YouTube. You can leave comments where you're listening from. We've already had Texas, Central Florida, Indiana this morning, and we appreciate you each and every week joining us on Coffee with Casey on AM 1400, 97.7 WQXO. Still to come, and we'll get to this after Mary gets off the air. It's the last Rapid River Knife Works giveaway. That will be from the Hillside West location. We already gave away the Hillside East location, and that went to Rhonda Sardini. So we'll get a hold of her and let her know that she won the knife from Rapid River Knives Work. Now, our next guest comes from the Getaway Drop-In Center, and I got this wrong earlier, and they are under the umbrella of Pathways, and I did not know this. So we welcome in Christina Bowers to Coffee with Casey from the Jamadot Studios inside Gallery Coffee Company. So the Getaway Drop-In Center, how much or how many times do people get that confused with Pathways like I did?
Not very many people know that we are actually funded by Pathways.
Okay.
So it's not a general misconception. So, but a lot of people don't know what we are.
Okay. And I have an idea of what you are, but we were talking on the phone the other day, and I'm just trying to get the general concept here. And you joined the Getaway Drop-In Center, what, September?
March.
Okay. So I guess what brought you to the area and what made you get involved with the Getaway Drop-In Center?
Well, I grew up around here.
Okay.
And I moved away, and then I came back, and I actually worked at Auto Value, which is two doors down, and didn't know what the drop-in center was, or the Getaway. And so when I was looking for, I lost my job at Auto Value, and I was looking for other jobs, and I happened to know the previous project or program director, and I had asked him about it because I saw the job application or job opening, and he's like, yeah, this would be great. So I applied for it and wasn't quite sure what I was getting into until I actually filled out the application and went in for the interview. And one of the board members actually knew me from way back when. So that's how I got into it.
I want to say this because I don't know if people know this or not. Can you just walk in to the drop-in center?
You can just walk in.
Okay.
But if you are not already a member, we do have you fill out an application. And there are two main qualifications. One is that you're over 18. And two, you have either had to have sought or are seeking mental health treatment. And, it has to be in Alger County. Sorry.
Yes. Yes. Good point on that because, words are important on that. So if you live in, like Delta, probably should go see the Delta people and
Mhm.
not come to Alger County. Depression has been a huge issue, and I don't mean to make that sound bad. It's been on the rise,
Yes.
and a lot of it has to do with what we've been through in the last 24 months.
Correct.
How much have you guys seen an increase since March of 2020 with things that have been happening in our society at the drop-in center?
Actually, we have had a huge decrease
That's great.
because, well,
Oh,
not
oh,
exactly,
Okay.
because we had been closed due to the quarantine and we didn't have a program director. So from, I believe, August of 2020 all the way through March of 2021, we had been closed. And a lot of our members didn't want to, one, didn't like the masks, the social distancing, or even some of them were on the opposite and they didn't want to be around other people. So I actually have had to grow our membership back up again. And we do get people coming in from Pathways. They help direct them to us and any other doctor. I do verify, and it can be a regular doctor, a therapist, or a psychiatrist. So,
Christina Bowers joins us right here. Coffee with Casey, AM 1400, 97.7 WQXO, as we talk about the Getaway drop-in center right here in Alger County on Superior Street, a couple doors down from Auto Value. And I didn't think about that before I asked that question and said, oh, by the way, that's great. But we are in the time right now with depression where the holidays are here. People that may be depressed start, their mind starts getting a little healthier. You start seeing people for the holidays that you haven't seen in a while. There's a lot of people around, gatherings, things like that. Everything's good. But then post-Christmas is, I always call it's like a 6-week dark period because, the weather stinks outside.
yes.
It's cold. There's a ton of snow. It's gray. It's gloomy. And then we're talking about seasonal depression at that point.
Correct.
So how does one go and cope with seasonal depression? And I know I asked you to bring this in, but it's a lamp.
Yes.
How does one go and try to cope with the seasonal depression and make sure that the mind stays right?
There's a lot of ways. One of them obviously is coming in. I talk with people. One of my secrets that I've used is I use what's called a sunlight lamp.
Okay.
Or a daylight lamp. And yes, I brought my own props today.
Can you put this on the table?
Yeah.
Go ahead. I don't think the cord's going to snag or anything like that. But yes, I asked her to leave her chair. But I thought this was a cool thing. Talk about this daylight lamp.
This particular one has two different settings. One is where it's the bright, it gives you that D vitamin, like the sunlight, artificial, obviously. And then you are only supposed to do like 5 minutes and then 5-minute increments until max at 30 minutes.
Okay.
First thing in the morning. And it needs to be above you, so it's shining down into your eyes. Haven't quite figured out how that one works. But you don't want to use it just before you go to bed because it can mess with your sleep cycle.
Okay.
So that's why they say first thing in the morning. And I have noticed a huge difference in myself when I use it. In fact, because I'm not up long enough with children and everything to do this in the morning, I've actually brought it to work with me, and it's the perfect height. And then when I can lower it to the regular setting, I can use it. But they're awesome.
How would one go about getting something like this? Is it something that you rent out? Do you have to buy it?
You purchase it. I don't know anybody that would rent it out.
Okay.
Amazon has a whole bunch of different kinds. This is a bit more expensive, but they do have smaller ones. I actually have two. I gave one to my daughter.
How would one go about, besides the light, what are some of the other things that you can do to boost your spirits and make sure that you're doing all right?
One is the scent of orange helps. I use a lot of citrus cleaning supplies at the center, and that helps boost. Music is awesome. And I always have music. We always have music going there and at home.
When you say music, are we talking like your favorite music, or are we talking about, like hip hop? Are we talking about hard rock? Are we talking what kind of music? Is it just something that you like listening to?
It can, yeah.
Okay.
I actually have found that the darker music
No, I know what you're talking about.
will get me out of my head.
Okay.
It just is like, okay, I've got a particular song and it just runs through and I'm able to kind of break that. And then you go into a happier or a more lively tune, but it can be anything that you relax to too.
We have a question wondering if you can turn the lamp on.
I believe you plugged it in.
Yeah.
I don't want to blind.
You're going to be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is the brightest one.
Okay.
And then it goes down to that is your regular.
Okay. So it's not, it's bright, but
It's, yeah.
Okay.
You do notice after you turn it off.
Yeah, I see that. So we talked about the hard music and I like, 90s hip hop, like when I'm working out or, feeling a little angry.
Yes.
Like the Tupac and the Dre and Snoop Dogg, I like, it fires you up a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah. And for some reason, I remember those lyrics a lot better as I get older. I can't remember Take Out the Garbage, but, start spitting a Tupac lyric. And I was like, why is that stored up there? It's just weird. Anyway, so we have the light. You talk about hip hop. What are some of the other things you can do to help keep you right?
One of the better things that I have found is to talk. To talk with people who, if you have somebody who's very bubbly in your life, make sure to talk to them every day. If you talk with somebody every day who is a downer, not that I don't want you to talk to people, but
not the best option.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay. The drop-in center. You said you can just walk in. How are some of the other ways they can get a hold of you and maybe schedule an appointment?
Well, you don't have to schedule an appointment.
Okay.
But you can get a hold of me through the Facebook page, which is under Getaway Drop-In. And also we have our own website at www.getawaydropin.com.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to add before we get you off the air?
Well, I do personally know this is a peer-run organization. Okay. So I have gone through a lot of different things. Speaking of depression, my depression was so severe that I did go through the electroshock therapy. So I've been at that bottom point, and a lot of people don't realize that there is a bottom and there is a good point. And I have come a long way in my recovery, and that's what we are a recovery center. So we go to help people.
I know it's tough. Thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you.
And I think it's important that you know about this stuff because you've been through it, so you can share your experiences. And I think that's a huge thing, especially for someone that's seeking help. So thank you for sharing that. And good luck, obviously, on your recovery. Obviously, sometimes there's setbacks, but good luck on your recovery. And go to, if you're in need, the Getaway Drop-In Center. You see that right there on that shot, and we had it on the 2 shot as they're a couple doors down right from the auto value store here in Munising. So Christina Bowers, thank you so much for coming on and sharing some of this right here on Coffee with Casey.
Thank you.
Christina Bowers joins us right here. Coffee with Casey, AM 1400, 97.7 WQXO. When we come back, we're going to do the final drawing for the Rapid River Knife Works giveaway. This one will be from the Hillside West location. You're watching and listening to Coffee with Casey on AM 1400, 97.7 WQXO.
Wondering where you can find gently used name brand clothing? Stop by Community Threads in downtown Munising.
Choose from brands like Nike, North Face, Express, Patagonia, and more for $15 or less. Brought to you by the Rome Community Foundation, a 501c nonprofit serving the community through arts, culture, music, and adventure. And remember, it doesn't have to be new to be awesome.
Community Threads, now open Wednesday through Saturday, 11 to 4.
When it's time for you to tackle a home project, you go to 41 Lumber, because you know 41 Lumber has the best products, so your projects will last. Every kind of home project, you name it, 41 Lumber has it. And 41 Lumber has the experience to help you with any questions you have along the way. 41 Lumber even offers complete home and project design services. Your projects start at 41 Lumber, with better products for better results. 41 Lumber, building your dreams one project at a time.
Hunting season is upon us, so stock up at your local party store before heading to camp. Both Hillside West and Hillside East carry hunting bait, a large variety of snacks, and ice-cold beer caves with all the bush light you'll need this hunting season. From now until opening day, you can register for our Rabid River Knife Works fall giveaway at either location. Head over to Hillside West or Hillside East and enjoy our seasonal sales and great savings, and get yourself registered to win a custom handcrafted knife from Rabid River Knife Works while you're there.
As things slowly get back to normal in the Upper Peninsula, the employees at Embers Credit Union are here, ready to serve you. Our frontline staff is ready to safely handle cash and checks and answer questions you have about your account. Our loan team is ready to help out with new or existing loans in person, on the phone, or through email. Our commercial team is ready to assist you with your business loan and the Payment Protection Program. We are always ready to take members to the next level. We're Embers Credit Union. Let's live it up.
Picture this, coming home after a long day of work to a professionally laid, personalized tile shower with rainfall shower heads. Does this sound like something you could get used to? Flynn's Flooring in Wetmore carries much more than the beautiful flooring you've come to expect from this family-owned and operated company. A full-service company that specializes in ceramic tile as well as other floor coverings. The team at Flynn's Flooring is waiting for you to stop in to their showroom in Wetmore or call 906-387-1993.
Back on Coffee with Casey, AM 1400, 97.7 WQXO from the Jamadot Studios. I'd like to thank Christina Bowers from the Getaway Drop-In Center for joining us this morning. Also, Dick Bowerman talking about the Alger Regional Community Foundation. You can go back and listen to this whole show on SoundCloud and on Spotify. We do break this up so you can listen to the whole show, or if you just want to listen to portions of the interviews with Mr. Bowerman or with Miss Bowers, you can do that as well. As we talked about earlier, we already gave the Hillside East Rapid River Knives Work knife away. Now it's time to give away the Hillside West Rapid River Knife Works knife away. And we'll do this just so people can see it's not rigged or anything like that. I can probably turn it like this. Karin Perry, right here in Munising, wins the knife from Rapid River Knives Work. So Karin Perry wins, and Rhonda Sardini wins the knives from Rapid River Knife Work. So congratulations on both your victories. I am super excited that both of them, one of them, especially one of them, listens to our radio station quite a bit for Radio Bingo and Coffee with Casey, and happens to work at Munising Flower Shop. So Karin Perry, congratulations. Rhonda Sardini, congratulations. And we'll be contacting you about your knife here shortly. Next week on Coffee with Casey, we are going to have from the Alger Chamber of Commerce. That's right, folks. It's that time. We are going to talk a little bit about Rekindle the Spirit. Super pumped about that. We are going to talk to Kathy Reynolds next Friday around 10:30 right here on AM 1400, 97.7 WQXO. And we're also going to talk about Miss McGowan and Superior Central and the things that are happening out there. I believe they're having their first ever meet the Cougars kind of deal at Superior Central next week. So we'll talk to Miss McGowan and we'll talk to Miss Kathy Reynolds next week on Coffee with Casey, AM 1400, 97.7 WQXO. I'd like to thank Bryce Burge, executive producer of the show, helping out with all the shots. We're still taking a lot of donations for the TV6 Canathon. As you see all the cans behind us and on the cans that you saw earlier on the show, you see all that. We had to add this table for the donation. So I'm super pumped with the way things are going. Gallery Coffee Company. Bring your non-perishable food items between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. Once again, Tuesday through Saturday. Once again, happy birthday to Michelle Herman up at Hillside East. Please go harass her today as it is her birthday. She's there till 2, 3 o'clock. So go say happy birthday to Michelle. Also, happy birthday to Bobby Ayat from LMAS and the Alger County Communities That Care /AC3. For Bryce Burge, I'm Casey Ford. You've been watching and listening to Coffee with Casey, AM 1400, 97.7 WQXO, Munising.